Hello, my dear children. Once again, I welcome you all to my online class. I'm Shivani, your English teacher. Students, today we will be studying the poem Mist by P.G. Wodehouse. Let me tell you that in this video, I will be covering up the explanation of poem only, and the question answers and paraphrase central idea of this poem that you can get in the second part of this video. So let's start today's video. So students, this poem is about a cricket match. What happens? Our poet remembers an incident of his life where he was playing cricket, and by some mistake, unfortunately, he missed a catch. And that catch is still in his memories. So, before coming to the poem, let us discuss few things. First of all, you know that sports is something that is very important for our lives. There are many sports that we play, like football, badminton, cricket, golf, table tennis, and other games. So what are the qualities that you search in a good athlete? Or I can say, a good sportsman or good sportswoman should have these qualities. So what are these qualities? Just have a look at this, and after that I'll start up the story. A good sportsman or sportswoman should be physically strong, healthy, competitive, fair, responsible, open-minded, famous, clever, representative, brave, modest, creative, selfish, successful, ambitious, friendly, cautious, hardworking, and confident. So, according to you, what are those 5 qualities of a sportsman that a sportsman should definitely have? You will do it yourself. So let's start the poem. The sun in the heaven was beaming. The breeze bore an odor of hay. My flannel were spotless and gleaming. My heart was unclouded and gay. The ladies, all gaily apparelled, sat round looking on at the match. In the tree tops the dicky birds carolled. All was peace till I bungled that catch. So, let us first see the word meanings. In the first line, the word beaming means bright, okay, shiny and bright. Breeze means air. Breeze is air. Odor means smell. Flannel is the white clothes that cricketers wear. See this. In this picture you can see that the cricketers are wearing white clothes, white uniform. That is the uniform of cricketer. So that is called flannels. Gleaming means glowing. Okay. Unclouded means unworried. Okay. Means not worried. जिसके पास कोई फिक्र ना हो. Gay means happy. Gaily means happily, means in a gay manner. Apparelled means dressed. Caroled is a song, okay, singing. And bungled means missed. And I here represents to the poet himself. So, the sun in the heavens was beaming. The breeze bore an odor of hay. So, in the first 2 lines, it gives us a feeling of a summer day. The poet writes about the setting of the poem. Okay, it's the magic of the summer. Means the day was very bright. It was a pleasant, bright day. Okay, and gentle breeze was blowing. My flannel was spotless and gleaming. So when the match started, our poet's flannels, means our poet's outfit, dress was spotless and it was glowing because it did not have any spot on it. The poet's heart was unclouded and gay, means he was very happy that day. He did not have any worries. He was free from mind. The ladies all gaily apparelled. So the ladies, the ladies that came to see the match, they were dressed in a very happy manner. They were dressed in a very happy outfit. They were looking very happy and cheerful. Sat round looking on at the match. So the ladies who came to see the match, they were sitting around the stadium to see the match. Have you seen the stadium? It goes like round, round, round and up. Okay, so the round place is stadium. So ladies were sitting in the stadium to see the match. In the tree tops, the dicky birds caroled. The birds sang. Okay, the smell of hay was there. The birds were singing, and the poet P.G. Wodehouse wore a spotless white flannel as he was a cricketer. Okay, so it would have been a perfect day for him, but something went wrong. So all was peace till he bungled that catch. Everything was so happy, the scenario was so beautiful, he liked everything, but until he missed the catch. Bungled means missed the catch. Okay, so I hope first stanza is cleared. In the first stanza, it's very easy and very in a very easy language. There's a very easy language to understand. The sun was beaming brightly. The sun was shining brightly, and it was just a picture of summer day. The breeze was very gentle. The poet was wearing a white spotless cloth which was also glowing. His heart was unworried. His heart was, he did not have any worry, and he was very happy. All the ladies who came to see the match, they were sitting around the stadium and they were very happily dressed. At the top of the trees, the birds were singing. Everything was in peace and everything was beautiful until he missed the catch. Okay, see the second stanza. My attention the magic of summer had lured from the game, which was wrong. The bee, that inveterate hummer, was droning its favorite song. I was tenderly dreaming of Clara, when, ah, horror, these soared through the air, a decidedly possible catch. So see the meanings first of all. Lured means provoke. Inveterate means persistent. Droning means buzzing. Okay, buzzing and humming sound. Tenderly means sentimentally. And then soared means move. Okay, to move. Decidedly means definitely, or which is fixed. So in this stanza, the poet was standing behind the wicket as a wicket keeper. Okay, and the batsman belonged to the opposite team. The poet had to catch the ball that the bowler threw at the wicket, but somehow the poet missed the easy catch, and that disappointed his team and supporters. Now, what was the reason of his distraction? The magic of summer seems to have distracted the poet from his game, and the humming sound of bee and the thought of Clara distracted him from catching the ball. So, my attention, the magic of summer had lured from the game, which was wrong. So, the worst thing for a sportsman और फॉर अ स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन इज़ टू गेट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड. ठीक है, इससे ज़्यादा ख़राब चीज़ किसी के लिए हो नहीं सकती, किसी स्पोर्ट्समैन के लिए, कि वो डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाए अपने गेम के बीच में. एंड दैट आर पोएट ऑल्सो हैज़ एक्सेप्टेड दैट विच वॉज रॉन्ग. वो खुद ये बात एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है कि आई गॉट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड, द मैजिक ऑफ समर हैड डिस्ट्रैक्टेड मी फ्रॉम द गेम, which was completely wrong. He is accepting it. The bee, that inveterate hummer, okay, the bee was humming continuously, was droning its favorite song. So the humming sound of bee, he thought that the bee was singing its favorite song. I was tenderly dreaming of Clara, and not only the bee but also the thought of Clara distracted him from the came. Who was Clara? Clara might be his girlfriend or a dear friend, someone. When a horror, they soared through the air, a decidedly possible catch. And suddenly the sound of ah horror came. The sound of ah, some when somebody gets regretful और समथिंग लाइक दैट, जब आपसे कोई गलती हुई तब अचानक से ये आपका जो एक्सक्लेमेटरी सेन वो है एक्सप्रेशन वो बाहर आता है. ओके, सो ही हर्ड द साउंड ऑफ आह एंड इट वॉज अ डिसाइडली कैच. इट वॉज इट वॉज अ डेफिनेटली कैच. ऐसा लगा था बैट्समैन को कि ओके इट्स अ श्योर सेलेक्टेड कैच, बट ही मिस्ड इट. Come to the third one. I heard in stupor the bowler emit a self-satisfied ah. The small boys who sat on the roller set up an expectant hurrah. The batsman with grief from the wicket himself had begun to detach, and I had heard a groan and turned sick. I was over. I had buttered the catch. See the word meanings. Stupor means shock. Emit means breathe, heavy breathe. Okay, and then what's there? Detach. Detach is the antonym of attach. किसी से detach हो जाना, अलग हो जाना. Groan means moan करना. Uttered means speak. Buttered means again missed. जो meaning bungled की थी वही meaning है आपकी buttered की. He has used the many synonyms for missing the catch. Okay. So in this paragraph, it was a sure catch, but he missed it. Okay, so the poet heard in shock from the bowler. Okay, he took a breath of self-satisfying that when जब bowler Okay, so see the third paragraph. I heard in a stupor the bowler emit a self-satisfied ah. Stupor means shock, emit means breathe. The small boys who sat on the roller set up an expectant hurrah. Okay, so it was a sure catch, but somehow he got distracted and he missed it. So he heard that in shock the bowler took a deep breath and he said ah. And the small boys who sat on the roller, the small boys who were sitting in the stadium, they shouted, they were expecting a hurrah because they thought that it is a sure catch and it is going to be a catch. Okay, and the catch is going to be caught by wicket keeper, but he missed it. The batsman with grief from the wicket himself had begun to detach. Detach is the antonym of attach. So the batsman who was playing, he also thought that my ball is going to be caught and he also began to detach. वो भी अपने जाने की तैयारी करने लगा, उसे भी ये लगा कि मैं आउट होने वाला हूँ. And I uttered a groan and turned sick. It was over. I uttered the catch. But then again he moaned and he became sick. He turned out frustrated. He turned out disappointed. It was over. He again, he missed the catch and everything just changed. Oh, never if I live to 1,000,000 shall I feel such a terrible pang. Pang means pain. Okay. And he said that if I live to 1,000,000, I will never feel such kind of pain in my heart. Pang means pain of regret. So he said that never again in my life I'll feel such pain in my heart. From the seats On the far off pavilion, a loud yell of ecstasy rang. Ecstasy means joy, extreme joy. Okay, so at he feels that even if he lived for 1,000,000 years, will he feel the terrible pain he felt then. He heard the ecstatic shout of his opponent team. Okay, by the handful, my hair, I okay, which is auburn. Auburn means it's brownish red. Okay, or you can say reddish brown color. By the handful, my hair, I tore with a wrench from my thatch. Wrench means wrench is actually twist, जैसे पकड़ के मोड़ने किसी चीज़ को. And my heart was seared means burn, deep with the raw bone at the thought that I fuzzled that catch. Fuzzled means again missed or dropped. So he became so disappointed that he took his hair, he holded his hair and he twisted those hairs, which was reddish brown. The cricketer was maybe he is a foreigner, so his hair was reddish brown. He took a good number of hairs and he twisted those hairs, and my heart was seared means burn deep. His heart was burning. He was feeling regretful at the thought that he missed the easiest catch of his life. He thought that this was the sure catch of my life and I missed it. The bowler's low, querulous mutter. Okay, so the querulous means complaining. He could hear the bowler's low complaining sound. Points out, unforgettable scoff. Okay, and the bowler was also complaining him. The irritated bowler muttered some jeering comment at him. Oh, give me my driver and putter. Putter means putter is actually golfer. Okay. Henceforward means from this time, my game shall be golf. If I am asked to play cricket hereafter means after this time, I am wholly determined. Determined means intent, किसी चीज़ का दृढ़ निश्चय करना. To scratch means cancel. Life's void means empty. Of all pleasure and laughter, I bungled the easiest catch. Bungled means miss the catch. So at that time, the poet decided to leave playing cricket altogether and start playing golf. Okay, he said that give me my gloves, give me my golf, give me back everything, and from now onwards I will not play cricket anymore. From now onwards my game will be golf. He decided to play the golf. After that, he decided to pull out if he is asked to play cricket. Means he thought that if somebody would ask me to play cricket, I would cancel. He felt that all the laughter and pleasure departed from his life because he missed that easiest catch. He thought that now his life was empty. Now he missed all the pleasure and laughter from his life just because he missed that catch. So students, what our poet is trying to say here, that it's good thing to be determined of something. It's a good thing to come out like a winner, but even more important to face rejection, to face the failure. It's the most important quality of a sports person, that they should know how to handle rejection. Okay, even for students, if you are getting 90 plus marks, that's fine, but if you got less marks, don't be thrashed, don't be disheartened, devastated. You must have control on yourself. Rejection and handling failure is very important thing in the life. So in the next part of this video, we will see the central idea and the question answers of this poem. Till then, take care, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.